I try to respond to, the more clever comments. I read all like every single comment I read. So I try to respond to the more clever ones, or if they have a question and I know it. But recently, a lot of comments. So on Rob's video, I did a tour of his tiny house, and it has like 1,300,000 views right now. But I accidentally wore my shoes on the couch, and I wasn't thinking. There's probably like 400 comments of people complaining about that. And I'm like, man, how many people are going to comment about that? And some of them are like really mean over something so simple as my shoes on the couch. But I think it's pretty funny looking back at it.
How do you deal with that though? Like sometimes, with some of the, like that's something that is obviously funny, but I'm sure there are at times like people who are mean-spirited and not nice, and it's just the nature of the internet, right? Like there are just trolls everywhere. I mean, but it's so, like, I never get it myself for being like a consumer. Like obviously it's great to have an opportunity to chat and talk with you, somebody whose videos I've watched. Most of your viewers won't have that opportunity, but I just never really quite understand the thought process behind why people do that, because at the same time, like you're a person on the other end and you have feelings too.
Exactly. Yeah, so many people, especially on the internet, just post weird, mean comments sometimes. I get a lot about either that I'm boring or like my voice sucks to listen to, or just things like that. But most of them are really good comments, and people are really nice, and that really boosts up, I think, the videos. And I'm glad my audience is, for the most part, very, very nice. I'd say my core audience is all nice, and it's just the random people that get on the video and just want to hate for whatever reason. I don't let it bother me. I've never have. I think a lot of them are really funny because I'm like, you're taking the time to post a comment that nobody's ever going to see except for me and you.
Yeah. No, that's a good attitude to have, man. Like, it's just kind of let it like slide off your shoulders. I feel like with content, with creating content for any platform, right? Like you want to be able to discern the difference between good and bad feedback, right? Because like there's some feedback obviously that your audience is giving you that may spark ideas for you, or tips in terms of how you can improve your videos. How do you go about doing that?
For sure, yeah. There are some people that do that. For example, in the beginning, even now, I struggle with this. The words I use in my videos, the verbs, is not very broad. So that got noticed very, very quickly. And people comment, man, you need to expand your vocabulary or whatever. So, that's not really a mean comment or anything. That's just something that I wasn't aware of, since I'm the creator, not the viewer, I would say. So those comments are really helpful because I'm like, I'd rewatch the videos. I'm like, man, you're right. I said the word very or super or beautiful like 50 times in the video, and it's probably really annoying. So I either just cut back and try to precise what I say, or maybe think of a few more creative words. That's the hardest part, because I'm not very good at, I don't have a big vocabulary. And for something at what I do, I need to know like the verbiage of some things.
Yeah. No, it's funny that you mentioned that, because honestly, we're still in the early stages of producing this podcast, but I am super hyper aware now of like repeating words or being like super redundant with certain things. I have a tendency, I think, when I listen back to this tape, and other interviews, to say the word interesting a lot, or it sounds like, or imagine. I mean, you'll probably notice me try to make that those kinds of transitions in this interview, but
and I say
fun,
wow
like,
a lot. Wow.
I'm sorry, what did you?
And I say like wow way too much. Like when I'm talking with people, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was I think Rob did that in his video. He like spliced up Owen Wilson saying wow when you saying wow.
Because I said that probably
it's all in good fun.
30 times in that video.
Yeah. It's all in good fun though. It's all in good fun.
Yeah.